Good day, everyone. I am Dr. Stella, Assistant Professor, Research Center of Physics, Fatima College. In this lecture, I am going to discuss on types of thermometer and their construction, principle, and applications. In this session, we will understand different thermometers, how they work, and where they are used in daily life and industry. First, let us look about the vessel body temperature thermometer. This thermometer measures the body's lowest resting temperature, usually taken immediately after waking up. Already in the previous lecture, we discussed what is basal body temperature. So it is the lowest body temperature which is measured immediately after waking up. So in order to measure this, we are using a basal body temperature thermometer. It is very high precise and can detect very small temperature changes up to zero point zero 0.01 degree Celsius. It is mainly used for tracking ovulation and fertility patterns. So generally to measure when the ovulation is occurred and the fertility window of a woman, we use this type of thermometer. BVT thermometers are very accurate and can display temperature up to 2 decimal places. They are used in ovulation detection and hormonal health monitoring. However, they must be used consistently every day at same time. Every day we have to measure at the same time at the same place. However, they must be used consistently. Also, they show ovulation only after it has occurred, because after ovulation only our body temperature rises slightly. So after ovulation happen only it will indicate indicated in the thermometer. And lifestyle factors can affect the readings. Maybe our food habits, physical activities may also affect the readings. Next one is a swine flu thermometer. It is not a new type of thermometer, but it's a normal thermometer, but it is called as a swine flu thermometer. Why means during the 2009 H1N1 pandemic, thermometers are widely used for fever screening. They were commonly referred to as swine flu thermometers. Different types like digital, infrared, and tympanic thermometers are used in public places for quick screening of this pandemic. There are different types in swine flu screening. First one is the digital thermometers, which provides quick and accurate readings. The second one is an infrared thermometer, allow non-contact temperature measurement, because in a pandemic we prefer a non-contact method. So infrared is one kind of that. And tympanic thermometers, which measures temperature from the ear and very fast, but it requires proper positioning of the thermometer. And the next one is a bulb thermometer, which is a classic design. It is also called as a liquid in glass thermometer. It contains either mercury or colored alcohol in the bulb. You can see here. So this is a bulb. So in the bulb we can fill it with either mercury or colored alcohol, and temperature is measured based on the expansion of the liquid in the capillary tube. Um, so when temperature increases, the liquid in the bulb expands and rises in the narrow tube. The level of the liquid indicates the temperature on a calibrated scale. In the side way, we have the calibration of the temperature. So as the temperature increases, the liquid in the bulb expands and it will move to the narrow tube, and the height of the liquid will give the temperature. When the, when the temperature increases, the liquid expands in this narrow tube, isn't it? These thermometers are used in clinical, laboratory, and environmental applications. When we talk about the advantages and disadvantages of these type of thermometers, especially bulb thermometers. Advantages, it includes it is inexpensive, and then accuracy, reliability, and no need for any batteries, any power sources. However, when we talk about the advantages, similarly, they have a few disadvantages also, because it is a glass. It is also named as a glass bulb thermometer, isn't it? So that's why it is possible to fragile and take more time for temperature measurement. Also, the mercury is very toxic. When the glass is broken, the mercury will be exposed to the outside. So it causes it is a very toxic one. So we have to take care very much. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the bulb thermometer. Next one is a bimetallic strip thermometer. This thermometer is commonly used in industries. From the name itself, we can understand it uses two different metals to measure the temperature. So in this, two different metals will join together. When heated, the metals expand at different rates, causing the um, bending of pointer in the calibrated scale. The strip usually made up of metals like steel and copper. It is a most commonly preferable combination. Due to the temperature changes, the strip bends and moves a pointer scale. This is a pointer scale. So this movement helps us to read the temperature. These thermometers are used in, I already mentioned, it is especially used in industry applications like boilers, ovens, engines, and HVAC systems. However, they are less precise and digital compared to digital thermometers and responds slowly. This is one of the important drawback of the bimetallic strip thermometer. Next one is a digital thermometer. Digital thermometer are most commonly used today. They use electronic sensors to measure temperature and display it instantly. A sensors detect temperature and converts it into an electrical signal, and then the microprocessor processes this signal and displays the temperature on the screen. When we compare the BBT vessel body temperature thermometer with the regular thermometers, BBT thermometers are more accurate and used for fertility tracking. Regular thermometers are less precise but faster and mainly used for fever detection. To choose the right thermometer, BBT is especially used for fertility tracking. Digital thermometers or infrared thermometers especially used for fever measurements, and bimetallic strip thermometers are used for industrial applications, and bulb thermometers are more stable and accurate readings. So here BBT have more accuracy than a regular thermometer because it will measure two decimal places, and it will used for fertility tracking, other thermometers for fever detection, and uh, it will take some the one of the important drawback of BBT is it will take more time compared to the regular thermometers. So fertility tracking, we can use the BBT thermometer, and for a fever detection, we can use the digital or infrared thermometers, and for industrial applications, we can use the bimetallic, and for stable and accurate readings, we can go for the bulb thermometer. Proper usage techniques. Uh, if I am going to use all these kind of thermometers, I must know how to use and when to use, where to use. So BBT measures immediately after waking up. For digital, place under tank or place under tank and wait for the beep sound. And for infrared, scan on the forehead without contact. For auxiliary method, place under the arm and wait for few minutes. So these are the different thermometers where we can measure the temperature. So from the for about discussion, we may conclude the precision is important for specific uses like fertility tracking. Digital thermometers are fast and convenient, uh, and we can avoid mercury thermometers for safety purpose, because if the glass broken, mercury is more poison, it will come out. So we can avoid the mercury thermometer and always maintain hygiene and use consistent methods for accurate readings. Okay, these are the overall summary about the different types of thermometers and their working applications, advantages and disadvantages. With this, we will conclude this session. Thank you.